before we wrap it up, I wanted to get to Kyle's question. And this was another one that we had in the Late Kick inbox. He said, if you had to choose today which program's future you're more optimistic about, which would it be, Texas or Michigan? I lean slightly Texas, ever so slightly, and I could probably make a very solid argument for both sides here. So I'd love to wait a year, Kyle. That's really my answer. I'd love to be able to wait a year, but that's not how you phrase the question. So with Michigan, if I were to make the counterpoint, if I were to go with the Michigan side, I feel things are moving in the right direction. I could easily convince myself that Jim Harbaugh has already made the right move. We've spoken about it many times on this show. Josh Gaddis being offensive coordinator. Offense started to light it up a little bit second half of last year. Got J.J. McCarthy in the pipeline as a future five-star quarterback. But that's 2021. That's when he gets here. So until then, what are we looking at? With Texas, there are several pivot points that we're looking at. We're looking at Chris Ash coming in as DC. We're looking at Yurcich coming in as OC. But we didn't have a spring. We had no time for installs. To what degree we were going to install new concepts, I don't know. But having said that, you could see very easily why either Texas or Michigan, either way I go, I'd really love to wait this thing through until 2021. Strictly because of geography, if I'm close in comparing programs, strictly because of geography, I'll choose the one that's closer to the most talent. Texas doesn't have to leave home to recruit talent. Michigan has to leave home to recruit a lot of talent. There's more, like I said when I was making the Texas point, there's just more potential flash points. What I mean by that is, if Chris Ash ends up becoming the best defensive coordinator in college football, like that's a really big deal. That could be what precipitates several double-digit win seasons for Texas. If Yurcich, if the offensive changes that they've made end up precipitating a chain of events wherein they become a top 5 or top 10 offense, if they end up mirroring in a lot of ways what Oklahoma's doing in the Big 12, well, then all of a sudden that could be the impetus for them going on an extended run of success in double-digit win seasons. With Michigan, it feels a lot like it's Gaddis or bust. Hey, that's fine if it pays off, but if it doesn't pay off, are we really going to hit the proverbial reset button up there again? So I would just rather at least invest my attention, if I have to toss it one way or the other, invest in the Texas side, because at least with the Texas side, there were more chances taken recently, and I could see one go right. But as you can tell, I'm not very convicted on that answer, so Kyle, see me again this time a year from now.